Hey guys, Lan here on Grady's Mom. Welcome back to a new week of what I cooked for dinner. So this night I'm starting out with a simple 5-ingredient chili. I do have a whole video on this. It's the same recipe I've been making for years. It's just really easy and foolproof. So sometimes I do it in the crock pot. This night I was doing it on the stove. I did let it simmer for about a half an hour. I actually serve my chili over pasta. It's just something my mom did growing up to stretch the meal, and since I had it growing up my whole life, it's how I prefer to eat it now. I really do like it, and it also does stretch a meal, so I kind of learned that little tip from my mom. So I just layer the chili on top of the pasta and then add some sharp shredded cheddar cheese. Do the same thing with my husband's. Sometimes my mom would do chili over white rice, and I think she still does, but I just prefer it with the elbow pasta. It's just really tasty and always comes out really, really well. So the next night I actually had some chorizo. So I sliced up the chorizo sausage, I sliced up some bell peppers and onion, and I started off by sauteing this in a frying pan. I did go ahead and add some of this Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. I wanted to make sort of like a Cajun style dish. I also added an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce and some heavy cream, as you can see here, because I sort of wanted like a creamy tomato spicy sauce. And I also added some of the starchy cooking water from this pasta because I needed to form a sauce to be able to coat the noodles. Once the noodles were cooked, I drained them and I added everything together. This came out really good. I kind of just wung it. So here are how the plates turned out, or how it looks. I'm probably gonna do this recipe a couple more times and then possibly film a cooking video. Anytime I do a cooking video, it's on a recipe that I've done a few times, just so that I know that it's good and I know if I need to tweak it, that kind of thing. But yeah, fettuccine noodles. The sauce, I just used a small can of tomato sauce, some half and half. I did use some of the starchy pasta water and then a bunch of that Tony Chachere's. There actually is a good amount of peppers, onions, and chorizo, but like on this plate, a lot of it's hidden on the bottom. It's just hard to scoop it all out, but there's plenty of sausage, the chorizo sausage in here. But anyways, we're gonna dig in. Looks pretty good. Matt's plate, my plate, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, home from work. It is super late, extra late tonight. Usually I get home at like 6:15 and I'm starting dinner at 6:30, but right now it's 7:15 because after work I actually had a nail appointment. So I got my gel polish done because it's been like 3 weeks. Grady was on winter break last week, so I wasn't able to go. But anyways, so I'm starting dinner late. I already have my oven preheating. I'm gonna do chicken wings with this garlic parmesan wing seasoning mix. I bake my wings so they're nice and crispy. I'm gonna do some of these Market Side Walmart brand green beans, and the Cajun pasta I made last night. I actually have some left over. I did take it to work today, but I didn't end up needing it because my coworker actually brought me a meal. Like, she brought leftovers from her dinner last night, which was ham, scalloped potatoes, and some vegetables, and she brought me like a whole portion. So super nice of her. So I just put my pasta back in the fridge, and I'll use the pasta tonight as a side dish for this. So I'm gonna get these shaken up in this bag with some water. I'm gonna coat these with a little bit of oil to get them crispy, and I'll show you what everything looks like when it's done. Alright guys, here are the plates. I like the flat wing part and Matt likes the drumstick part, which is perfect because it always works out that we both get the parts that we like. So we've got the crispy baked garlic parmesan wings. the green beans that I just steamed until I just bring them to a boil and then let them boil for like 1 minute, drain them, and then let them steam with the lid on with butter and some Trader Joe's onion, salt, and pepper. And then that's just the leftover Cajun noodles from last night. We're gonna dig in. This is our dinner tonight, and we will see you tomorrow. Alright guys, here is our dinner tonight. I did the English muffin breakfast sandwiches. I actually had the English muffins frozen, so I just thawed them out when I came home on lunch. We each have a fried egg and a sausage patty on our English muffin with some of this Frank's Red Hot. My husband has 2 hash browns on the side, a sausage patty on the side, and some mandarin oranges. I have a hash brown on the side. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot sauce. I have 1 fried egg. I'll just put some hot sauce on there too, because why not? So kind of similar but different based on just what we were in the mood for, how much we wanted to eat, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is what we're having tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. So on this night, my husband, son, and I had to go to an autism event, like a family event, and we didn't get home till late, so we ordered DoorDash from Applebee's, and we ordered it so that when we got home, the guy was pulling up, and this is what we had. Hey guys, I'm actually home on lunch break, and I am going to throw dinner into the crock pot because that's the perfect amount of timing. So I'm gonna do some beef stew, super simple. I've got my beef ready from Walmart, my slow cooker beef stew packet. I've got a couple potatoes. I am not a big potato fan in beef stew. I love potatoes in general. In beef stew though, I just don't like it when there's like so many potatoes. So I did 2 decent sized potatoes. I'm also gonna throw in these green beans because they're getting towards the end of their life, and why not? I think they'll be good in there. I've got, that's a little bit of potato in there, but I've got onion, carrot, and celery already cut up. So I'm going to throw in the potatoes with the veggies and the green beans, the meat. I'm going to stir this up with some water and get it going. I'll show you what it looks like before I set the timer. Alright, so I poured the liquid in, gave it a stir. I did add some garlic powder, not garlic salt, because it probably has enough salt from that packet. I'm just going to stir it once more, and then I'm going to put it on high for 5 hours. And then my crock pot has a setting where after the timer is up, it will go on to warm. And by then my husband will be home. He gets home from work before me. So I'll just have him stir it and check on it. But really easy. Of course, I'll show you what it looks like when I get home. But I've got to head back to work. But it's going to be nice that dinner is cooking away all afternoon. Alright guys, so this is how our beef stew turned out. I did taste it and it was really, really good. I'm definitely going to make this exact recipe again. I actually really liked it with the green beans in it. It's just a really hearty one dish, kind of one pot meal, and thanks to the crock pot, dinner cooked all day when I was at work. But yeah, this is what we had tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, for dinner tonight we're having the CPAC brand coconut shrimp, and I had a little tiny bit of fried clams, not fried clams, but CPAC breaded clams left in like a little Ziploc in the freezer. So that's why there's just a tiny little portion. So we have our coconut shrimp, our breaded clams. I baked them together since they were the same temperature. And then we're trying the Great Value crinkle cut seasoned French fries that my friend Christy recommended. They're super cheap. I did try them and they do taste really good. They're really crispy. We have some orange marmalade sauce to dip the shrimp and the clams in. I also have tartar and cocktail in case we want to have that. But this is what's for dinner tonight. So for dinner tonight, I thought I had eggs, but I didn't. I was going to make egg sausage and hash brown casserole, but I didn't. So I made king-size English muffins with peanut butter and jelly on them with the hash brown casserole and sausage, and it was really good. Thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.